Welcome to Geocache Adventures with me, Shadow Dragon 1, where I discuss geocaching and my adventures with it. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review wherever you listen to podcasts or on the Geocache Adventures Facebook page. You can also sign up for the Geocache Adventures newsletter, which features upcoming episode information, behind-the-scenes articles, and other fun articles and information. Hey everybody, Amy, Shadow Dragon 1 here, and I am excited to bring to you the winner of the 2021 Spooky Geocaching Short Story Contest. A big thanks to everybody who submitted their stories. I really enjoyed reading all of them. Another big thanks to Stephen Mark Rainey for helping me choose the winner of the contest. And a big congratulations to Rachel Milne. Rachel, sorry if I didn't pronounce your last name right, and congratulations. And this is Rachel's story. She wrote the Spirit Quest Geocache. I hope you all enjoy it. It was a cool, crisp Halloween night, and Michael, Lori, and Lindsay were on their way to geocache in the park near the Shady Glade Cemetery. They thought it would be a fun, spooky activity to do on Halloween night, with little chance of encountering any muggles. As they entered the park, Lori pulled her phone out to look up the geocache locations and noticed another geocache in the area that had not been there before. She zoomed in on the map and realized the geocache was located across the street in the cemetery. Hey guys, there's a new geocache that wasn't there before, and it looks like it's inside the cemetery. We should go check it out. What better time to look for a geocache in a graveyard than Halloween night, right? Michael replied. Sounds like fun, Lori exclaimed. Lindsay nervously responded with, I guess so, but isn't the gate locked now? Let's go find out. Maybe it will be our lucky night, said Michael. They made their way out of the park toward the cemetery, and as they approached the gate, the wind began to pick up. Hey guys, it's getting kind of cold, and this wind, maybe we should leave this geocache for another time, Lindsay suggested. We're almost there, Lori said. If the gate's locked, then we'll leave. When they reached the gate, there was a chain loop through the two swinging doors, and Michael checked the lock, smiled, and said, We're in luck. The padlock is not actually locked. He opened the gate for them to enter. Lori pulled her phone out to look at the geocache details and said, Okay, the geocache is called Spirit Quest, and the description says, Welcome brave souls to the Shady Glade Cemetery. You are about to embark on a spirit quest. This means you will be searching for a hidden cache inside the cemetery amongst the spirits of the departed. The coordinates will lead you to my grave where the geocache is located. I return to the cemetery every Halloween night in hopes that a few brave souls such as yourselves will play my game. I was an avid geocacher in life, and my fondness for geocaching has remained with me in the afterlife. But I am a restless spirit, and I can't rest in peace until this last geocache of mine is found. I challenge you to find my final resting place and put my spirit to rest. That sounds awesome, Michael excitedly said. I don't know, guys. Something about this doesn't feel right to me, said Lindsay. Lori looked annoyed and said, Oh, come on, Lindsay. The person who created this geocache obviously likes Halloween and made this up for fun. This is exactly the kind of geocache we should be looking for on All Hallows Eve. My phone says we're 610 feet away. It looks like we need to go down this path to the right. She clicked the navigate button on the geocaching app, and they began their spirit quest. They slowly walked down the path, and the light of the full moon cast creepy shadows over the graves. The wind had died down, and it was now eerily quiet. Lori stopped and said, I think we need to get off the path and make a left here. It says we're 377 feet away, and the navigation looks like it's pointing to our left now. They passed a large tree, and Lindsay thought she saw movement to her right. She quickly turned, but nothing was there. Her heart started to pound, and she took 2 deep breaths to calm herself and kept walking behind her friends. Are you okay, Lindsay? Michael asked. Yeah, but I think I just saw something a few seconds ago. Don't worry, it was just your imagination. Okay, we are 233 feet away now, said Lori. They continued in silence for a few minutes. Finally, Michael said, It's really creepy how quiet it is in here now that the wind stopped. It feels almost as if the cemetery is holding its breath. Yeah, and I have this funny feeling that we're being watched. Maybe we should turn back, said Lindsay. Don't be silly, you two. We're almost there. It says we are 89 feet away. It should be just past those trees and bushes up ahead. The cemetery here was very overgrown and looked as if the groundkeepers did not maintain this area. They walked through the trees and came up upon a stone structure that was partially built into a hillside. It appeared to be the entrance of a crypt. We are 34 feet away now. I think the geocache is inside the structure. There was a metal gate at the entrance of the building. They walked up to it and used their flashlights to look inside. The area was empty except for a small opening at the back of the room that had stairs leading down. Laurie pushed the gate open and Lindsay screamed, "I'm not going in there." "Okay, then you can wait for us outside," Laurie said. Not wanting to be alone, Lindsay huffed and said, "Fine, I'll go." They made their way down the stairs and the temperature dropped significantly. "It's really cold in here, and this is officially getting really creepy," Michael said. "We're almost there. Look up ahead. There is something glowing at the end of the tunnel. I bet this cache will have lots of goodies and maybe some trackables we can take with us." They slowly walked down toward the end of the tunnel, and they reached a small room with several candles lit inside. In the middle was a large gray tomb. "Who would light these candles down here?" Lindsay asked. Laurie ignored her and said, "My phone says we have reached the geocache, so maybe it's in the big tomb." Before anyone could protest, Laurie walked up to the tomb and pushed open the lid. "What are you doing?" Lindsay shrieked. All of a sudden the candles went out, and they heard a deep voice that laughed menacingly and said, "Ha ha 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 ha! Welcome to my crypt and final resting place, you foolish mortals. You have found my tomb, which is the geocache you seek." A smoky figure began to materialize in front of them, and they all screamed with fright at the same time. "Now go! Let me rest in peace!" screeched the spirit. They turned around and ran as fast as they could down the tunnel and up the stairs. When they reached the gate to the entrance of the crypt, it was jammed shut. They could hear the spirit's deep laugh echoing through the walls behind them. "Help me push it open!" yelled Michael. They shoved with all their might, and the gate finally swung open with a loud creak. They ran through the cemetery faster than they have ever ran in their lives, and as they ran, they could see the dark shadows and smoky figures watching them. They made it out the front gate of Shady Glade Cemetery, never to return or look for another geocache again. The end. I hope you all enjoyed the story. To me, I think the absolute scariest part is where they never get to look for another geocache ever again because they're so terrified. Can you imagine being that scared you never search for one ever again? Well, Rachel did. And now we all have that nightmare to look forward to. Thank you all. Have a very happy Halloween. Thank you for listening to Geocache Adventures with me, Shadow Dragon 1. Have you heard of FTF Magazine? It's the magazine for geocachers. It is full of articles and photos, all sent in by geocachers like you. In fact, some of the guests that you've heard on this show have submitted articles to Geocacher Magazine. They have all kinds of neat stuff and publish achievements that are sent in by geocachers. So if you have an achievement you want to celebrate, send it in and they will add it to the magazine. It is really cool. I recommend it. I subscribe to it myself and I love it. Go check it out at ftfgeo.com. That's ftfgeo.com. And let them know Shadow Dragon 1 sent you. Would you like to be a guest on the show? Do you have a topic you'd like to hear more about? Let me know at geocacheadventures.org. Go over to the contact page and you can send me a message there. It has the podcast email that you can email me to, or you can reach out to Shadow Dragon 1 on geocaching.com. Geocacheadventures.org also has a store page now. You can go over there, geocacheadventures.org, and click on the store page in the menu bar and check it out. Got some great stuff over there for you.